Welcome students. So today we are going to discuss with the next topic of chapter second, semester second of credit second. Okay, so it is also molecular biology. So the first, that is the introduction of this molecular biology. So basically the molecular biology, it is a branch of biology that concerns with the molecular basis of biological activities between biomolecules in the various systems of a cell, including the interaction between the DNA, RNA, protein and their biosynthesis, as well as we can say the regulations of these interactions. So the study of this molecular biology provides the evidence of the process of replication, then we can say transcriptions, translation, cell functions and also evolution. So hence studied which has been studied worldwide one. So the central dogma of this molecular biology, where genetic material is transcribed into RNA and then we can say translated into protein, and proteins performs various functions in the cells. Okay, so what is the molecular biology? Basically it is a we can say it is a branch of biology, or we can say the branch of science with that concern with the molecular basis of biological activities between biomolecules in the various systems of the cells. Okay, so what are the scopes of this molecular biology? So this molecular biology, it is a method that have sorry tremendous value, not only in the investigation of we can say basic questions, but also in the applications of to a wide variety of problems affecting the overall humankind, animals as well as for the plants also. So the disease preventions and treatments, then we can say generation of new protein products and manipulation of plants and for and animals also for we can say desired phenotypic traits are all applications that are routinely addressed. We can say it as a routinely applied to the applications of molecular biology methods. So because of the wide utility of these methods, so they are rapidly accepted worldwide. It has been used all over the world. So the study of the basic structure and functions of DNA, RNA and proteins give a clue to recognize the changes in these biomolecules during any we can say disease or disorders. Next, there is the DNA replications, or we can say DNA damage, repair, then studies. All the studies give basic platform to the we can say to the study genetic defects in DNA, and we can say defects due to external factors. So this study helps to find out remedies in such disorders. For example, we can say cancer also. So the study of transcriptions, then translations and their regulation provides a basic knowledge of the processes and also helps in drug designing to regulate the process. So the detailed study on we can say molecular basis, okay, of diseases play an important role in finding these remedies. Okay, so next, that is a we can say bioinformatics is newly emerging disciplines where the knowledge of computers and information technology is used in the biology. So the data generated from molecular biological studies such as DNA, protein sequences can be stored and processed very easily and available anywhere in the world due to this bioinformatics one. Okay, due to the knowledge of this molecular biology, it can help to design drugs also, as well as it helps for the environmental studies also, okay, to decrease the pollutions. So these are some scope of molecular biology. Now central dogma, as we know that after the discovery of a double helical structure of DNA in which was done by the Watson Crick in 1953, the hypothesis was accepted worldwide that DNA acts as a template for the synthesis of RNA, so which subsequently determines the arrangement of amino acids within a protein. So in we can say in, so the Greek scientist Francis Crick in 1956 so referred this pathway of flow of genetic information as a central dogma of a molecular biology. So according to the definition, we can say central dogma of a molecular biology, it is a flow of genetic information from the DNA to RNA and further to the protein ones. So in the diagram you can see the diagram, central dogma of molecular biology. So here it is given the diagram which arrow indicates the flow of genetic information. The circular arrow near the DNA indicates the DNA indicates that the DNA acts as a template for self reflection of a DNA. So this is a functions of enzyme DNA polymerase. So the arrow in between DNA and RNA indicates transcription, that is we can say copying of information. So during this process DNA acts as a template and RNA polymerase enzymes perform this work. Okay, so reverse arrow between DNA and RNA you can see in the picture indicates the reverse transcription, which means the synthesis of DNA from RNA by the enzymes reverse transcriptase. So which we can say which occurs commonly in case of retrovirus, that is a RNA containing viruses. Okay, which infection to the host cells only. So the arrow between RNA and protein suggests the translations of information written in the language of a ribonucleotide into the language of amino acid in the protein ones. So when we say transcription, so basically it is a process of making a RNA copy of a gene's sequences. So this copy called as a messenger RNA, that is mRNA molecules, which leaves the cell nucleus and enters the cytoplasm, where it directs the synthesis of protein, which is we can say which is encoded. Okay, now the translation one, so it is basically it is a process of translating the sequences of messenger RNA mRNA molecules to a sequence of amino acids during protein synthesis. So the genetic code which describes the relationship between the sequences of the base pairs in a gene and the corresponding amino acids, okay, sequences that it encodes. So in the cell cytoplasm, the ribosome reads the sequence of the mRNA in group of 3 bases to assemble the protein one. Okay, so thank you very much.